Everybody better for the Bonehead podcast, and we've got breaking news just when you thought it was safe in the Blood Bowl world, that everything was lined up, that we knew what was coming out over the next few months, with the Chaos Dwarf release being this literal weekend. Games Workshop have revealed yet another star. Now, this is another returning star from the Blood Bowl 2016 edition that had rules but didn't have a model. Now we've got this guy who's got a model, but we don't have the rules for him just yet. So we've got Guffle Pussmaw, the Nurgle star player, coming back. And over on the Games Workshop website on the Warhammer community, the new and improved Warhammer community, here we go. We've got Nurgle star player Guffle Pussmaw is guaranteed to take a bite out of the opposition. So let's have a look. So we can see the model right here. In Blood Bowl, extensive body modifications and mutations fall well within the extensive rules. So if a passing Chaos God just so happens to bless you with the gift of a giant slobbering maw for a stomach, you can really make a name for yourself on the pitch. That's what happened to Guffle Pussmaw, the fortuitously named star player who presumably needs a custom mouth guard to protect his prodigious second gob. So I remember seeing, I'm sure we saw artwork for this guy, I think in the Chaos Spike magazine, because it was like, oh, this is a really cool star. And I don't know, did we see a model for him? Did we see a model for him? Oh, I think this was when the Nurgle team was released. We saw the model and they obviously have like belly mouths. Did we see a model for Guffle Pussmaw? Or am I imagining things? I don't think we've got rules for him. Anyway, we've tracked down the rules from the last edition. It's an interesting play. So let's check out the rest of the article and see what it says about him. So, when your parents give you a name like Guffle Pussmaw, your fate is surely sealed. Once a regular old human player for the Rocktown Rumblers, Guffle caught a nasty infection after a friendly post-game jersey swap with a Nurgle Rotters player. Was it just chance or was it destiny? Nurgle will never tell. His life briefly became a living hell as his body was racked with rotten disease, and it wasn't until he finally accepted his fate that his body began to bloat. Determined to put his all into getting fighting fit for Blood Bowl, he was shocked when one day his gut split open into a toothsome maw. Thankfully, it proved perfect for catching long bombs and Hail Mary passes. Those two things that the Nurgle teams are known for. Now a gifted star player, thanks to these blessings, he sports a foul appearance and a monstrous mouth. He's naturally plague-ridden, his tummy also has a hunger that knows no bounds, and will attempt to snag a quick bite when marking an opposition player who catches a ball, its prehensile tongue swiftly snagging the pigskin. Right, we've got a quick bite rule here. This is formatted slightly differently, but I don't know if it's the new Warhammer community kind of layout. Right, so this looks like his special ability. We'll go back to the model in a second. Quick bite. Once per game, if Guffle is marking an opposing player who catches the ball, he may immediately make an unmodified armor roll and subsequent injury roll if necessary against the player. If the target's armor is broken, Guffle immediately gains possession of the ball. No turnover is caused as a result of using this special. Interesting. Okay, so another stab for Games Workshop here, another stab for Blood Bowl. So if he's marking a player that catches the ball, you get to stab them. If the stab works, then he just gets the ball, but it doesn't cause a turnover. All right, I feel like that's quite a specific turn of events, which I think a lot of people out there will be quite pleased with, because the, you know, the special powers. That's when that plays out. It's not going to play out very often, right? Because yeah, it's just not going to play out very often. But when it does, it's going to be a very narrative thing, and it definitely means that you can slap this guy on a star catcher. Even the Elven Union with the nerves of steel and all kind of stuff like that, they're armor 8+, right? So they make the catch. Guffle then just gets a chance to just stab them straight up, and if he stabs them, he steals the ball, which is that is definitely like good coverage, right? Because this guy on your ball carrier, no, on your catcher, you that's an immediate like, probably not going to pass the ball to him unless I really have to. You can recruit Guffle Pussmaw for any favoured of Nurgle team for the disgustingly low price of 180,000. He'll be available for Forge World Resin and comes with the rules in the box. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the model first, because that is what we do here. Okay, so I believe this is absolutely positively bang on the artwork for Guffle Pussmaw. You have got a Nurgle bloater with elephant style legs. Literally, he's got like the hooves of an elephant, big old chunky elephant leg. He is a bloater in all regards. He's got the kind of Nurgle shoulder pads, you've got that helmet there. The paint job on this is well done, but also horrid. But that's Nurgle, right? There's some lovely blending, there's some lovely colours, but the grey tone of the flesh is just miserable. The face is really well done. They've got a lot of character in there. It is disgusting. This is the most disgusting model I've seen for Blood Bowl. The mouth of his belly, the Pussmaw, if you will, is grotesque. This, like, if you love painting Nurgle, this is the model for you, regardless of whether you're going to use him on the pitch. And this is the other cool thing, is depending on how big he is, that looks like a 32mm base in my eyes. I think, you know, if you like this model, because he looks like it's going to be wonderful fun to paint. If you like Nurgle, if you like gross stuff, then this is absolutely bang on. He'll be great for you. If you can run him as Guffle Pussmaw, fantastic. If not, then he just fills the role of a bloater, right? If that's a 40mm base, which I don't believe it is, then he could be the Rotspawn. But I think this is just a stand-in for your bloater. Or 180k, it's reasonably takeable. So, I mean, I don't want to say great model, because it is horrible. It is a gross model, but that's exactly what you're looking for Nurgle. So, what I will give them for is an A+ for execution. What we do have is some of the rules from the 2016 edition. We've got a picture of the card from the last edition. Obviously, his rules will come in the Forge World box. He's going to be 180k. He's going to have foul appearance and monstrous mouth, which is catch, but with the protection of sure hands against strip ball. He's naturally plague ridden as well, yeah, and he's got his quick bite ability. Let's bounce over to the 2016 card. So back in the day, he was 210k. Thanks. Movement 5, strength 3, edge 4, which would translate these days into a 2+ agility. Armor 9, which would translate into a 10+. Foul appearance, I think that's right. Foul appearance. Loner, yeah. Monstrous mouth, Nurgle's rot. So no other skills. He's got basically catch. Not sure hands pick up ability, literally just if you've got sure hands you can't get strip balled, right? Teams, Chaos Renegades, Nurgle, Chaos Chosen. So the article that we've just looked at said that this guy's going to be able to be used by the favourite of Nurgle. Now they're locking this down a bit at the moment and introducing these star players to be able to just play for one god. So we've seen that with the old Horse Boy and the Stab Lad. They can only play for favourite of Hashut. This guy can only be played favourite of Nurgle. What that's going to do in League is mean that you take your Norse team and you're like, we are dedicated to Nurgle, therefore I have access to all the Nurgle star players. If you go favourite of Undivided, I assume that's a thing, you can take all the ones that aren't linked, so Hag Flem and stuff like that. Taking Nurgle, trying to think who's actually like Nurgle specific. Withergrass Double Draw, this guy, trying to think who we had back in the olden times, who was landed in the Nurgle spike, and Frogman, who the frog dude who's like got pogo and leap, who is I think he's in Blood Bowl 3 actually. Anyway, Guffle Pussmaw looking like an edge 2+ piece for Nurgle with movement 5 at 180k. That's really interesting. I'm going to go back to the article here. Foul appearance, monstrous mouth, plague ridden, quick bite. Foul appearance, monstrous mouth, Nurgle's rot, which is plague ridden, loner. Okay, so the rules line up nicely. 180k for Nurgle and a potentially movement 5 edge 2+ Nurgle piece. The score here is that he used to be a catcher, right? So he's got that extra thing. I don't know if this model just absolutely positively does not scream edge 2+. If I look at this model, I called it out, right? He looks like a bloater. This guy looks strength 4, edge 3+ on a really good day. Movement 5, yeah, sure. I see movement 5. Edge 2+, interesting. I mean, sure, if the tongue is there to catch things, I don't know. That's a real interesting one. I am very much intrigued as to find out what his full rules are going to be. Now, Nurgle teams don't massively need a catcher, so the catch ability is only going to be useful on sort of like a handoff. Movement 5 is, I mean, it's no worse, right, than a rotter. Edge 2+ is pretty good. 180k though, I mean, guys, Skitter, stab is 180k, and he's not movement 5. He's moving 9, and he's not. He might be Edge 2 plus. This guy may be Edge 2 plus, but it's Skitter. It's movement 9, Edge 2 plus with dodge. I just think, yeah, that is tough. This guy has to be. There's got to be more to him than just that, because 180k for an Edge 2 plus piece on a Nurgle team is useful, but too expensive for him to be. Oh, this is really interesting. I think there has to be more here. There has to be more, because this isn't enough at 180k. Maybe they just need to ban Skitter. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up. Let me know what you think of this. For those of you interested, there won't be Monday Night Blood Bowl tonight. I think Bloodtide's going to do some streaming and some painting tonight instead. Tiff and I are on holiday this week, so we've just got back from shopping at Livington. And yes, the Blood Bowl news was here. I was like, oh wow, all right, let's go look at Nurgle things. Anyway, I'm going to disappear. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back soon with more Blood Bowl content. Happy blocking.